for today's video, which is going to be looking into the beta frequency, and this frequency covers your relationships in every area of your life. So your family, your love, relationships, your friends, community, business, professional, however you want to look at this. And today's exercise is going to be looking at the family aspect. And the exercise of looking into your family is, to be honest, one of the most pivotal things that you can do, because we are all raised by the parents, the generation, the family, and everyone's born into a family. Regardless of how it looks like or where that is, the connection that you're forming with the people in your life is the formative relationship in your life and pretty much sets your behavior patterns, your preferences, the ways that you relate and attach to people. It's all really set by the experiences that you have with your family. And I'll be going into this in many videos about family constellation work and dynamics of inherited aspects and traits from our family. But for today, I just want us to start with something very simple. And this is the exercise of mapping out your family and your family order. And the reason we do this is because whilst we know from having family trees and diagrams of what our family looks like, there's something very, I want to call it putting everything into alignment to put your family in the right order. So the reason we also do this is because there are certain dynamics that happen when we're growing up where we get put into the wrong order. Now, this may be with your siblings, it may be with your parents, that you end up in a place that you shouldn't be energetically. So it could be that you had to be your parents' friend instead of their child. I had this as an example growing up, that I was finding myself as a teenager being the friend of my mother as opposed to necessarily the child. So what you can do for this exercise is with getting a pen and paper, and I want you to draw yourself first. This can be in the middle of the paper, just in a little box. And then I would like you behind you to draw your parents. So on the left behind you would be your mother, and then on the right would be your father. And feel free to also write in your grandparents' names. If you met your great-grandparents, even better, put them in as well. And drawing in, like you would on a very traditional family tree, any aunties, uncles, cousins, just so you have a bit of an immediate look at your family tree. Now with your siblings, I would like you to, if you are here in the middle, if you have an older sibling, to draw them slightly in front, and a younger sibling would be slightly behind. And I would also encourage you to include people who are not here at the moment. So this could be people who have passed, and in particular, if you're looking at siblings, this could be siblings who have not survived, siblings who were terminated, who didn't survive pregnancy. These still count as your siblings in an energetical way. So I would also like you to think about anybody who is missing in terms of from your family members who is estranged. Maybe people you know they exist but you don't even know their name. Maybe people went to prison. Maybe people have disappeared and you've never had any connection to them. I would still invite you to write them onto this piece of paper. Now, the reason we do this is there's a sense of getting closure and clarity just from also observing the family that we have. And what I will do is, in the second video for tomorrow, and you can skip ahead for that one, is then a meditation that can bring you and your family into the proper order. So really feeling inside this connection, and you in your position, which is as the child. No matter how old you are, you could be 18, you could be 88, regardless. You at some point were a child, you have an inner child inside of you, and it is very important for that inner child to feel safe and supported, that it can lean back into the energy of mum and dad. So It's a very small exercise for today, and tomorrow you'll be getting a deeper meditation for this, and there's just like an abundance of topics that we're going to be going in for this. So yeah, draw this out, maybe put it up on your wall, maybe have a conversation with your family if you're not sure about certain sides of the family, or with your mum or your dad. Just do whatever you can. And also note if any triggers, if any blocks or discomfort is also coming up. If there's maybe one side of your family that you're not connected with, that you are also carrying this discomfort with you every day. And so doing these kind of exercises allows you to at least start to uncover and come face to face with some of the things that are making you uncomfortable and making you feel a bit blocked in life. Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a second video.